Good afternoon for everyone, and my name is Janet, and we are going to go through the change management module, which we are going to release in our 3.7 release, so like the next release, which we are going to uh, like broadcast like in 1 or 2 months after. So I hope that you guys can see my screen as well. And this is the newest module that we are going to develop. We have developed, and at the moment, we are doing some testing with some of the customers. So you might see some areas that might change when it's actually released to you guys, but basically the setup and the areas would be basically the same. Same like the other modules. This module also controlled by the access level. I believe you are aware of access levels in Air Maestro. If not, by access levels, we can control the view access or the modify access for each module. And same like in other modules, if you go to a user and go to the access level page, you would see a separate section for change request module. If you just type like few words like change, you would a new section called change request. And there are mainly two areas of access levels, which is change request. You have view self, view selection, view all, or modify self. And for administrators, you might need to give this particular access, change request administration, modify all. So the difference between these two access levels is like this change request is basically for the normal users. In case if you want them to view the change request lodged by them, you need to give them view self. View selection is they can see a selection of change requests from department or basis. And if you allow them to view any of it, like all change requests, you need to give view all. Modify self means if you allow them to modify the change request they have already lodged, you need to give them modify self. So this is basically for all the users who need to access the change request module. And this is for the administrators, so they can go and create the templates and change the templates. And if you wanted to nominate someone or like nominate role names, that's the person you need to give this access to. And other thing is, yeah, so that's it. And if you wanted to give to a bunch of people, if you go to site settings, access template, template access levels, and let's say you already have a template for pilots. So if you say pilot and click on apply filters, you will see all the existing permission levels, the access levels, and you would find the same change request access levels here as well. So you can give it to a template and apply it for a number of people at once. And the other thing is, in case if a user doesn't have change request access level, they won't see a module exist like that. What I mean from that is, if they don't have view self, view selection, view all access, they won't see a module called change request. So at least they need to have one of these access to see a module like that. So that's about all the change request permissions. Now let's move as an administrator who would define or modify change request templates. So again, same like in other modules, we have our setup pages in the site settings. So you can go to site settings by clicking on site like these three cogs on top right. And you will see a new section called change management and operations. And I don't know whether you notice like in access levels, we have put it as change request, but in here it calls change management. And we thought it might confuse some people. So when we actually release this module, you will see the name as change request. There won't be change management, it will be change request throughout the system. Just one name. So that's one of the changes that we are going to do when we are releasing it to the users. All right. So if you have experience in safety reporting, you might feel some like similarities between these two modules because this change management module is has been taken a framework of safety reporting. So you might see some similarities when we actually going through it. So I'll go to the first section, change custom fields. So this is the place you go and define your custom tabs. By default, you will see two custom tabs when we release it to you guys, which is change description and change impact. This will be available for all the users. And if you want to see what's inside change description under this change request tab, if you selected, that's defaultly selected. If you go a little bit down, you will see what it contains. So this is the template a user would see. And if you wanted to know what's inside the change impact tab, if you select that, you would see what's inside that particular tab. So same like in all our other modules, these are custom tabs, which means you can remove certain fields if you think those are not relevant to your organization. And if you wanted to add any custom fields, we can certainly do that as well. Or if you want to change the kind of the title, the field names, that also possible. So all of these are custom fields. And if you think you need to create new custom tabs, again, you can create it, add new tab, and then you can create your own tab. Or you can send those templates to us, to our help desk, so that our guys would create those templates for you. So that's about how to like how to create the tabs and how to see those tabs. And in change options, that's the second link we have inside settings. So the first page is about the change options, the global changes, like which means this is applicable for all the change request templates in your organization. Same like safety reporting, you can nominate your chief change officer. So that would be the main person, like this was the initial person who would see the change request, and then he would decide whether it need to progress or it need to be deleted, like it need to be removed, or a particular investigation, like kind of not an investigation, but kind of a discussion or kind of it need to go through a kind of a process to enable that. And so another change from the safety reporting is you will see submitter in safety reporting, but in change reporting, you will see the report as proposer. These are some settings we have for change options, and again, you can define actions against change options, change requests. I will show you the process, like how to create those actions and where to see those actions when we go through when we actually create a change request. So this is about global settings, and if you go to the next tab, you can create change management categories. So if you wanted to categorize your change requests, you can do that by creating new categories over here. At the moment, we have only one call process, but certainly you can create new categories over here. So yeah, something like that. If you wanted to remove it, you can simply select it and remove it. And the next tab is about change request types. Uh, Same like safety reporting, you can have multiple, like a number of different change request types. What this means is, assume for your engineering team, you need a separate change request form. And for your administration team, they might use a different kind of a change request template. And your flight operations will use another kind of a change request template. So if they have like different kind of change request templates types, you can create those kind of types over here. Or if your organization use only one type of change request, certainly there would be only one change request type. So we have, by default, you will have a default change request form, which contains those previous two tabs I have showed you. And let's go to the next tab. And this is the change request template, same like in safety reporting. The fifth one is the change request authorities. So what this tab does is, if you wanted to send a change request to another third party, if you define that email address over here, you can directly send a change request to that party by just clicking of a button. This is similar to the uh, report authority function in safety reporting. So you can add new authorities as well. You just have to nominate like kind of the name, the particular email addresses, and the description just for the users to understand, okay, who this authority is and what are the change request details that you need to send, like what are the different types of change request details you need to send. At the moment, we have created only one change request form, and that's why you're seeing only one. But if you have different kind of change request forms, you will see those over here to select. That's about that. And since we have only created one, you will see only one tab. But if you have, like, let's say three different change request forms, you would see three tabs like this. And if you have experience in the safety reporting, again, you can relate it to this area. So this is the area where you can customize your own form. So whatever changes you do over here, it will be only applicable for this change request form. And if you have another change request, let's say a flight operation change request form, you have to go to that tab and do the changes to effect that changes to flight operation change request form. So in this form, in this tab, you can define whether the proposal can view the initial priority, whether they can set the priorities. And another thing you would see the change is the risk level. So when we do the project, we understood in change management, you would definitely would have risk, but more than the risk, you would think about the priority, like whether it's a low priority one or high priority or kind of the medium priority change request. So we introduce a new section called priority matrix, and it's over here. And after I'm going through this page, I'll shift to the third page, priority matrix, and I'll show you what it means and how to create a new priority matrix as well. And by default, we have organization priority matrix, and it has three different priority levels: low, medium, high. And either you can select this one, or if you wanted to create your own priority matrix, you can go and do it from the third tab. And these are some optional fields. And as you can see, these fields are not in the correct order. Like the look doesn't, like the appearance doesn't look nice. So we would change it when we actually release it to the users. Over here, you can define who should be the change officer for this particular form. Like, yes, like in safety reporting, you can define a kind of safety officer for a specific report type. Same in change request, you can define a person for that particular change request type. And further down, you can define what should be the tabs for the change request. As I said, we have two default change request tabs, and those would be by default added to this report type. Uh, Same like in safety, you can define whether it's a tab should be champion only or not. And you can define whether it need to be sent to authorities. Yeah, and so same functionality, same like in safety reporting. Further down, you can see three tables over here where you can define personnel for different kind of roles depending on the priority level. So as I defined earlier, we have three priority levels: low, medium, high, and depending on the priority, you can define the personnel who need to who should be in the change team personnel. This is same like investigation personnel team. So these are the people who would go through that change request and check whether they need to whether it need to progress, or like whether they need to create some actions, or whether they don't need to do that. Change champion is a person who would initially get the change request and decide whether it's relevant or not. You can define the person defined over here on the top as a change champion, or you can define chief change officer as the champion. So the option is here. Option is here. And the third table, in the third table, you can define who should be the sign of personnel. And further down, you will see the access levels. Again, you can give view change request access and lodge change request access. So if you give view access for the personal page under access level page, you would see their names over here, and you can tick their names. But if you haven't given the view self or view selection or view all access for the user's personal level access page, you won't see their name over here. It works same like in safety reporting. And in case if you're a bit confused, I'll show you what I actually meant. I have duplicate my page and I'm going back to one of the users profile. Going to accessible page. Change request. So in case if you haven't give any of these access levels to a user, you won't see their name over here. So the first step is you need to give them view access, and then only you would see their name over here, so that you can decide whether this user need to see this report or any other change request reports. Like I said, like if you have flight operation change request, you can give view access to this change request form, but not give access to that other form. It works same like lodge. You can give lodge access for this particular form and not for the other one. So basically, if you have different kind of change request for each department, you can give the access lodge access for that particular department for this change request, and for let's say flight operations, you can give access to lodge change request for the flight operation people as well, only for flight operation people. So that's all. Okay, sorry, I forgot about the priority matrix. So let's go to the third tab, and by default, we are going to release a priority matrix called organization priority matrix, which has low, medium, high, and this is the description, the colors. And if you think you need to change the description or the wordings or the color, you can certainly do that by click on edit. And if you wanted to add additional priority matrix, you can do that for this main priority matrix. And if you think you want to go ahead with your own priority matrix, you can certainly do that by clicking on add. So these are two different priority matrix we have created as a test. So one is called test, and it has only one priority matrix, one priority level. And this is another one. Again, it has only one priority level. So these are the admin tasks that the change request administrator has to do. In case if you are a bit confused on how to navigate on these ones and what need to be done, you can certainly call us, or you can certainly send us an email, and we can create those templates and we can do all these admin tasks for you guys, so that your users can only go and launch change requests. So that's about the administration part. So now we'll concentrate on like how to lodge a change request and how to go through that. The other big change what we have done in change request is when at the moment it's under general, but when we release it to you guys, it would be under operations module. When we click on change request, you would see I'm automatically navigating to the PWA app. The PWA app is our mobile friendly app. So once I click on this, you can see it's rotating now. And in few seconds, I would be automatically transferred to the PWA of your version. So you just have to put a pin. So I have put the pin and I have confirmed the same pin. And after a few seconds, you would see the change request register. This is same like safety register or forms register. You would see a filter section on top and the matching records on the bottom. So as I said, these are the different filters. If you wanted to filter out for a certain period, you can do that from here. And if you wanted to filter it by a certain type, you can do that here. Again, just to remind, we have only one change request form. That's why you're seeing only one over here. Different change request status. You can filter it by the priority levels. And further down, you can sort the table by different ways, the title, number, type, or status. And if you wanted to add any additional columns to this table, you can do it from here. So let's say at the moment it doesn't have base column. So if I wanted to add the base column, I can select that and it would be added to the table, to the register. And this is the table as I said earlier. You would see the time, the date and the time it was lodged, the initial priority, the reference number, who has lodged it, the current status, the title, base, and like the magnifying glass to go inside that report. So this is the initial page that the users would see, given that they have the view access to the change requests. So first we'll go through how to lodge a change request. Either they can click on this green bar to click on to create a new change request, or it will be over here as well, change request under general. So if you click on here, we'll go to your change request kind of the main interface, and it will say what kind of a form or template that you need to launch. So again, we have only one, so you can only select this one. But if you have multiple, it would show you like this. It would show you like you have 4 different change request reports and what you need to select. If you wanted to favorite one, if you click on that star, it would make favorite and it would be always shown on the top. So it's easy to select. So this is my only form at the moment. I click on that form, on that tile. And this is the information page, the default page, which we can't change. Like the fields would be the same, but if you want to change the fields, like kind of made it optional or mandatory, we can do that. So basically, the title I say it's 29 CRM demo, and my name is automatically selected. I can select these rows, but again, all of these fields are optional. But the base is mandatory, so I'll select this as delayed and this optional, and my priority level. So this is my priority level as we have set. Initially, it takes as low, but again, you can change it. And click on next, and this is my custom tab. So as you've seen on the setup page, this is a change description, and all of those fields are here. All of these fields are optional for the moment, so I won't fill anything. I'll go to the next one. So this is the page where you can attach anything if you wanted to attach a document or an image or any kind of a file, which is PDF, Word, Excel sheets, images. You can attach it over here. Once you're done, you can click on next, and this is the place where you can review everything. And if you're happy with everything, you can click on submit, and it's syncing with the database. And this is my new reference number CR15, which is this one. So it's today, and the time. It's currently in the assessment state, and here's my safety report I have launched. So that's the role of a proposer. He would basically come here. He would see the green bar. He click on that. He would select the particular relevant change request type, and he fill the details, submit. That's all. And now I would log in as a change champion. So once change champion logins, he would again come and see this page. If you wanted to know details about the change request, he can simply click on this magnifying glass, and that will take the user inside that report. Again, same like in safety reporting, you would see this black bar. If you have experience in the safety reporting, only the champions would see this black kind of a bar on top where they can do certain changes for a change safety reporting. Same like only the change champions would see this black bar so they can do the changes. Going through each button, the first one is sent to third party. If the champion thinks this should be sent to another party, kind of a third party, he can click on this and select those predefined authorities. Otherwise, put an email address over here and send it. And if he thinks this change request is not a valid one, it should not be progressed, he can simply delete it. And if he thinks something needs to be changed, he can click on amend change request and change it. And the next stage is send notifications. I'll pause it for a moment and I'll go to the letter sections, change request personnel. So as I defined in the setup page, you can define the default personnel for different roles. So these are the people, and these are the details of the change request. So if everything is all right, as a change champion, he can go through this. He can see the other details as well, other tabs as well. He would go through it and he realized, okay, this is a valid case. It need to be progressed. He can click on send notifications, and it would be gone. It would be sent to the next stage. Over here, again, going through each button. If he thinks some more people need to be added to the personnel, or if he wanted to remove any personnel, he can do those changes over here. You can select any person from the organization, and the option is still there. And if you wanted to link a safety report or any other report with a change request, this is the place. Let's say one of the questions I had from another client was whether change request can be linked with a hazard report. Yes, you can do that. What you have to do is you have to click on this add report link, and then you will see different kind of report types which we can link together. So these are different safety report, ground report, quality event. These are different safety report types, and this is the default. This is the change request. So we can link a change request with another change request if those are similar, or if those are like if you think those are duplicate, we can link those together, and you can link it with a discretion report. Further down, you can link it with an audit or a hazard. So in case if you want to link a change request with a hazard, you click on hazard, and then you can select the particular report that you want to link with. So let's say it need to be linked with this one, H3 link report. So it's linked, same. And if you wanted to see the link reports. If you go to the link reports over here, you would see that connection. And if I click on H3, the system will automatically take me to that H3 report. This is the report. So I was in this tab. So that's how you can link different reports with the change request. Still, you can delete the change request if you think it's not relevant. I mean, we discussed about this one. And if you think it's ready for sign off, you can click on request sign off. Or if you think it need to go through kind of an investigation or kind of a discussion, you can click on open forum. And the set reminders, if let's say if the sign off person is on kind of a leave, you can put this request on pause, put in a reminder. So this would be on pause, and once it's safe, once the sign off person is come back, you can change the status. So let's say this need to go through kind of a discussion. So I'm opening the forum. Then these buttons would be the same. Additionally, you would see a section, you would see a new form, a new tab called forum over here. So this is a place where the team, the change team personnel come and put their comments or kind of do the discussion. So for example, if you click on add new comment, put your comment over here, save it. And if you think there need to be a follow-up from someone, put your comment, you can select a person from here. So this need to be followed up by another colleague from your organization. Colleagues and save. And if you want to notify them, you can click on send. And they would be notified via an email saying that there's an action that need kind of a follow-up that they need to do. Yeah, that's about forum. So this is basically the history about that change. History means like the discussion history about that change request. It's much better. Everyone can comment over here so that the history is there. So if in future someone need to go through the change request discussions, they can see it over here. We talked about link report tab, actions. So if you think there's some actions need to be done, it's over here. You can go and create those actions, add actions, and who need to do that action. Let's say this guy, and when it need to be done, end of this month. The status for the action required, run type. So all of these are customized, which means like action types are customized, course categories customized, root course is channel, say something is optional, and what section need to be done. Yeah, just a simple action, and next. I think I have missed something. What's the action? Put the name, everything is done over here. Next. Oh yeah, I have selected the likelihood and the consequence for the risks of that action. Once it's done, the save button is enabled. I click on save. And there's a bug at the moment for the first action. You won't see it. Okay, they have fixed it. Wonderful. So this is action that we have created. Basically, it says it has a reference number and the status and when it need to be done and who need to do it and request by whom and other details about that action. And you can find these actions in the action register as well. So if I duplicate this tab for a moment and go to action register, safety, action register, Under parent type, you will see a new section called change request, and it has only, sorry, it has only one change request type for the moment because we have created only one. If I do a filter now, section I created today. Oh, okay. No, that wasn't the one. Um, my action reference number is CR15A1. So CR15A1. I'm trying to find that action. I believe that's the bug we have at the moment. So yeah, I guess that's the bug we have. So we have to create at least two actions for the moment, which anyway would be fixed. Let me create another action quickly. Due date, the same date, same action type. So basically I have created two actions, CA15A1 and CA15A2. And let me go to action register again, refresh it. And ideally I should see those change requests now. And um, ideally we should see that change request over here, but for some reason I'm not sure it's not showing over here. But when we actually release it to your to your organizations, when we create an action in the change request module over here, you would be able to retrieve it from change action register as well. So there's again, you have 1.1 place to see all those actions. You can see safety reportings and you can safety report actions, other actions, and change request actions as well in one place. So that's about our actions. And okay, this change impact, in case if it's a champion only tab, you can see it when it's only champion only access. Yeah, so we discussed about all the other tabs. Okay, the next stage is sending for sign off. If once the investigation is done, like once the forum comments are already completed, the champion can send it to request sign off. He can click on that button, and once you click on that button, the system would show another new tab called sign off. And this tab, you will see all the sign off persons under here. And if you log in as a sign off person, you would see the tile in blue color, something like this. So you can click on your name on top of your name, and you can put the password and say whether it's approved or not, and put a comment and click on OK. So when you put the password, we take it as the confirmation, like kind of the sign off. And if we also I'm at the moment login as John Smith. I'm joining here. Welcome, John Smith. And John Smith is a sign of person, so that's why I can see the tile in blue color. So if, for example, if I log in as someone else, it would be shown me as gray color, something like this, which you can't click. So you can't sign off that change request. So once again, as a change, the sign of person, if you are not happy with the investigation or kind of the discussion, you can reopen the change request, and still you can send it to a third party and put a reminder if you think it need to be kept for some time. And once it's signed off as a change champion, he would see close change request button over here. But unfortunately, since I have not signed off this change request, I can't show that button. But you would see that button once it's signed off. Um, yeah. So once you sign off, everything is done, complete. The cycle is complete. And if you wanted to see everything again, you can click on those three lines on top left, and you will see those bar and click on change request. You will take back to the home page of change request register. So as you can see, the change request 15 is the one that we have lodged, and it's under review status for sign up person. And if you think you wanted to go back to your desktop version, again, if you click on these three dotted lines, you can go back by clicking on this icon, like this icon. It will take back you to the desktop version. Additionally, in change request module, we have the same email templates like in safety reporting. So for example, if I show you some emails, at the moment I have received it to, I have put my email as one of the sample email addresses. So this is one of the emails would get, this is a sign off email, yeah. This is a sign off email. The sign off personal would get an email like this when it's ready for sign off. They can click on this hyperlink and it will take them to the change request. And this is another email saying that you have been assigned as a champion. So this is the initial email the champion would get saying that there's such a change request lodged with this priority level with the title of this. And then he can log into the system by clicking on this link. And the follow-up email over here. This is the once you assign an action to a person, the requestee would get an email like this saying that there's an action need to be done related to this particular change request. So the email templates are same like in safety reporting, just the terminology would change. Yeah, so that's basically about change request module. And as I said, you have seen some change. You notice that change request actions are not here, and some wordings going to be changed. So those will be changed or corrected or improved when it actually reaches to you guys. And then going forward, if you have any questions or any clarifications clarifications regarding this module, you can send an email to helpdesk@avinet.com.au. I'll repeat the email address again. It's helpdesk@avinet.com.au. Or you guys call, or else you guys can call us as well. Hope you guys get an eye. Okay, the contact number is 08 81 00 11 I'll repeat it again. It's 08 81 00 11 Yeah, so if you have any questions regarding this module, uh, feel free to send us an email, feel free to call us. We can certainly guide you through this email, through this change request module. Right, so hope you guys got an idea about this new module, and have a very good day. Thank you.